Council, and also with the permission of my ES, NERDC is a parastatal of the Federal Ministry of Education, charged with educational research and development of the whole nation. And we are glad to be here. Northwest University. So once again, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Jordan, for taking the time to introduce members of your entourage. Before the university starts for coming address with your permission, sir, I would like to invite the ES to elaborate more on the purpose of the visit.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. Northwest University, my own dear friend and colleague, Professor Mukhtar Atiku Kurawa, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics. I wouldn't know whether I once told you that Professor Aisha Garba Habib is my classmate. Yes, we graduated same year from Bayero University, KANO. And I was particularly happy when you nominated her and got her appointed as the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics. And you would be surprised, since our students' days, she was the only person in our class that got the title of scholar. So the BASA and other members of the university management that are here, and members of the NERDC entourage, most especially Mr. Jonathan Alebioshu, who is a director in the NERDC and the head of the Northwest Zonal Office. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, let me first of all thank you most sincerely and appreciate you for offering this opportunity to come and visit you and visit the university, even with a very, very short notice, but you graciously accepted to receive us today. I can't thank you enough, and I can't appreciate you enough. Thank you for this. In a general sense, without saying anything, there is synergy between the university and the NERDC. What is the synergy? Both of them are educational institutions and organizations. This is in a general sense. So even for this reason, Mr. Vice Chancellor, there is the need to establish a relationship for the purposes of partnership, collaboration, and knowledge sharing, as the case may be. However, let me say that there are specific reasons why there is the need to have a relationship between the NERDC and the university. But before that, let me give you a short brief. You may be conversant and well acquainted with the NERDC, but perhaps not all that is here may know about the NERDC. The NERDC is Nigerian Educational Research and Development Council. It was established in 1988, 37 years ago, since when the Nigerian capital was in Lagos with Decree 53 of 1988. And later, when the civilian rule came, it was converted to Act 53. I think of, is it 1992 or thereabout? The NERDC has about 10 directorates, or you can say 6 academic centers and 4 service directorates. the 6 academic centers, or before that, let me say about the 4 service directorates. The 4 service directorates are the Directorate of Human Resource and Corporate Services. That is like our registry. Then there is the Directorate of Finance and Account. You know, this is necessary everywhere. And then there is the Directorate of Procurement. And then yeah. And then we have the Directorate of General Services. That is our maintenance, physical development, and physical planning and all that. These are the service directorates. But then there are academic centers which are the core. They are the centers that essentially deliver the mandate of the council. And so there is the Curriculum Development Center. You might have heard when Alebioshu was giving just a short brief. He told you about the major principal mandate of the NERDC, and that is about developing the curriculum of Nigerian education system at the basic and secondary school levels. You would know that the NUC has just undertaken a review of its own curriculum, named the CCMAS. So our mandate of review, curriculum review, is at the foundational level and at the secondary school level. So this is being done by the Curriculum Development Center. This is the first center, the Curriculum Development Center. Then we have the Book Development Center. The Book Development Center is the center that is shouldered with the responsibility of reviewing books that are written in Nigeria for the purposes of use in Nigerian schools. Anybody in Nigeria or outside Nigeria that writes a book which he or she wants to be used in primary school in Nigeria or in secondary school in Nigeria or even in the university, he or she must bring the book to NERDC to have it reviewed and recommended. No state government, no SUBEB in any state would buy any book for the use of its primary schools and secondary school if it is not recommended by the NERDC. So the NERDC, through the Book Development Center, reviews all books that are supposed to be used in Nigerian schools, and also books for general reading. That is not necessarily meant for use as a textbook in the school, for general reading. He brings it to NERDC through the Book Development Center. It is recommended, reviewed and recommended as the case may be. The Book Development Center also is supposed to be organizing annual national book exhibition where all books written in Nigeria and publishers in Nigeria and so on are supposed to come and showcase their publications for the purposes of promoting readership, promoting knowledge in the country. There is the Educational Research Center. That is the 3rd academic center. The Educational Research Center has as its mandate promoting research and promoting knowledge. And it is supposed to initiate and undertake researches, especially on anything relating to education. And there is no limitation. Primarily, issues of education at the basic and secondary school level, but even in higher education, because there can be relationship. If you undertake a research on issues pertaining to the predictive validity of results of NECO or whatever in university performance, so your research is cutting across, isn't it? It's crossing over to the university. So this is what the Educational Research and Development Center, Research Center undertakes. The fourth academic center, Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, is the Language Development Center. This is the center that is mandated to promote Nigerian languages, to develop language policy for Nigeria. Language policy for Nigeria. And just recently we have developed the latest language policy for the country and its implementation guideline, which stipulates, even though this is subject to review, the present leadership in the ministry is subjecting this to review. But the policy has it that teaching in mother tongue or in language of immediate community.
Yes.
Mother tongue or language of immediate community must be must be done in the mother tongue from primary 1 up to primary 6.
That's right. Number 1.
And then any other language in the country that intends to have curriculum for the teaching of its own language, it must come to the NERDC to develop the curriculum. If any language out there, because it's the members of the language community are educated, there may be professors of language and linguistics. If it thinks that they will just go there and sit in their village and develop the curriculum for the teaching of their language,
Yes.
it is null and void and of no effect, as long as it is not done by the NERDC. Government will not even accept it to be used in any of its schools. So this is what, and then this center also undertakes or reviews translations to languages, to Nigerian languages.
Yes.
Translations of chemistry, Mr. Vice Chancellor, to Hausa,
Yes.
or to Fulfulde, as the case may be, or to Kanuri, or to Yoruba, or to Ibibio, or to Nupe, whatever. It must be done by the NERDC. Or if it is done elsewhere, it must be brought to the NERDC to have it reviewed, authenticated, and recommended.
Yes.
Then the other center is the Library and Informatics Center. This is the center that has as its mandate developing the NERDC library. As a research-based institute, the NERDC library is supposed to be a repository of all books and knowledge materials in the country, such that researchers that may be interested in anything can come to the NERDC library and have and access whatever material they are interested in. And then informatics is about promoting digital literacy, digital education, as the case may be, and all the developments and advancements in information, communication, and digital technologies. And the final academic center is called the Special Program Center, SPC.
Yes.
You see, there can be some other academic activities that may not strictly fall under curriculum development,
Yes.
or book development, or all other centers I have mentioned. It is the Special Program Center that will undertake that particular activity. So there are a lot of activities. For example, a university may wish to organize some form of academic activity which may not necessarily fall under those things.
Yes.
It is the SPC that may be invited to go and participate, or any of the development partners may wish to do this or that. So in a nutshell, this is about the NERDC. And the purposes of our coming today, Mr. Vice Chancellor, is that, like I said, in a general sense, we have one common interest, and that is about promoting knowledge, the business of education. This is this establishes a positive relationship between the two organizations. But as you can see, although we are essentially classified as basic education, our mandate is, categorized within basic education, but I have demonstrated examples of how, we can cross over to have a relationship or partnership, as the case may be. One most important area is the area of research. In the universities are established for two fundamental purposes: teaching and research. Teaching and research. Now, in both cases, Mr. Vice Chancellor, there is a positive relationship between the NERDC and the university. The NERDC produces the curriculum, and it also produces the teacher's guide for the teaching of the curriculum, and produces the implementation strategy for the curriculum. If university is about promoting teaching, teaching can only be done on the basis of the curriculum. And if it is the NERDC that produces the curriculum, it is only the NERDC has the expertise and the mastery to give training to teachers on the implementation of the curriculum. Isn't it? And in that sense, you see, when we come to do that, there would be a very important working relationship between us and the university, because the university has the Faculty of Education. The Faculty of Education produces teachers for the primary and secondary schools. And we produce curriculum that would be used by teachers produced by the Faculty of Education. So you can see there is a positive relationship. In the aspect of research, research can be cross-cutting, as I demonstrated. And even in that regard, there can be relationship. University lecturers may wish to write textbooks in physics for the use of secondary schools, textbooks in social studies, as the case may be, written by university lecturers, but then it is the NERDC that will review it. So you can see there are a number of ways that the university would have a positive relationship between us and the university. I know you have a shortage of time. Let me just quickly mention 2 points, Mr. Vice Chancellor. I'm glad to inform Mr. Vice Chancellor that just recently, the NERDC has reduced the last version of the reviewed curriculum for Nigerian schools, a basic education curriculum. We're now working to finish the senior secondary school education curriculum. And this curriculum has begun to be implemented this particular academic session last month, September, when the schools newly resumed. We have just released it to the country. And I don't have to go into details about that, but one thing that may be important to know is the fact that the even this one, is the implementation is in phases based on the 3-year learning cycle. The 3-year learning younger brother.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم. The principal officers of the university, other distinguished members of the management, our August visitors in October, the executive secretary of the NERDC and his entourage, the head of the KANO, or rather Northwest Office of the NERDC, Mr. Jonathan, other members.
I forgot to mention that
yes.
It has 6 zonal
offices. Okay.
And the Northwest Zone
is located here in KANO. Okay. Is it in the private secretariat or where?
No, actually it was on the state road.
Okay.
But
somehow it was relocated. So it's now adjacent to Murtala Muhammad
Library.
Yes.
Okay. And coincidentally, Murtala Muhammad Library has been given back to the university recently.
To the Northwest. Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Other distinguished members of the university committee are here present. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Even though for the fact that I know Professor Salisu Shehu, I would have started by saying that I feel deeply ashamed of myself. This is the third time he is coming to this office, and I have never bothered to visit him in any of his offices. He came here as director of Triple IT, he came here as the vice chancellor of Al Istiqama, and now he is here. This shows you the care and the concern and the brotherhood he has for me and for this institution. So, Prof, the pleasure is truly ours. We should be the one thanking you for finding us worthy of your visit. We thank you very much for that. Alhamdulillah, Professor, your visit actually not enlightened my colleagues, but even myself. I have learned more about the NERDC and its mandates from the little interaction that we have with you now. I come to understand what the NERDC is truly established for and what it is doing to shape the future of our country. As you are very much aware, Prof, we have been in this job for quite some time. We know how difficult things are becoming, most especially with the caliber of the students that we receive from the secondary schools into the tertiary education sector. Very much happy that your appointment at the ES is actually a step in the right direction, and it's like putting a square peg in a square hole. Congratulations once again, and we are truly proud to have you in this capacity and in this position. Alhamdulillah, this issue of curriculum development has actually been bothering me for quite some time, Prof. You recall that I served as the director of KANO State Polytechnic before my appointment as the vice chancellor of this institution. And to my surprise, honestly, the curriculum being operated, being used in the polytechnics across the country is more than outdated. It's more than outdated. Exactly, yeah. Actually, it's so archaic that we are just teaching students what they are not going to need. The skills that is embedded, exactly, what is embedded in the curriculum is actually passed out long time ago. I can recall at one of our accreditation exercise, the accreditation team came and they visited the Office Technology Management, and they were asking for us to produce manual typewriter. That it is part of the curriculum. The student must have to be
manual typewriter.
Oh my God, yes, Prof. That actually showcased or rather indicated how backward we are.
Yeah, sure.
Manual typewriters are gone and gone forever.
Even electronic typewriters
are gone. Now we do the typing with our handheld devices, with our iPads, with our computers.
Sure.
What would a manual typewriter ever do again in the curriculum in tertiary education? So this tells us that apart from maybe the basic and the secondary schools, even the tertiary education, alhamdulillah, NUC has taken the lead and reviewing this curriculum by introducing the CC Maths. All other agencies, I think, need to do that as well. The National Commission for College of Education, the National Board for Technical Education. Sure. Most importantly,
they are working now.
Exactly.
To do the review.
Yes, we are talking about skills, and as we are all aware, and the issue of graduating students who will be moving from one ministry to the other, from one agency to the other, with copies of their certificates, with a copy of their credentials, is long gone.
It's long gone.
Because the job is not there.
Yeah, sure.
There is the need for somebody to acquire some skills, some practical skills that will allow him to be self-reliant and to be job creator rather than just a job seeker. So here in this university, we have been trying our best to see how we can reshape the thinking of our students to get them out of that thinking of that when you finish, you must have to go and start looking for a job. Together with the Director of Entrepreneurship, we introduced a program where at the end of a semester, we teach students some entrepreneurial skills that will allow them to possibly be able to establish their own business, if Allah allows, and for them to be job creators rather than job seekers. So we are trying to see how best we can do that. I know the National Buses Commission mandated universities to teach some entrepreneurship, but I think the concept was ab initio wrongly conceived. Okay. Yeah, because what they are trying is more theoretical than being practical. Luckily enough, I think the former ES made mention that he publicly admitted that the concept of entrepreneurship was wrongly conceived, and I hope they are working on it now, because he was here last week, or rather this week, earlier this week, to serve as a resource person for for the appointment of a new Vice Chancellor.
The process
as we are speaking now, I have only 13 days as the Vice Chancellor of this institution. So the process already commenced, and inshallah, I want to use the remaining 13 days to make sure that things that we have started that could be completed, will be completed. I'm Arabi. So Prof, I want to use the opportunity to inform you that inshallah, this document that you approved, yes, I would like to personally take copies of each, one copy of each, but then the remaining will definitely be taken. Yes, yes, yes. Alhamdulillah, so your coming here actually has, as I mentioned, has added light to the way we see things. As you mentioned, this issue of not only the curriculum review but the book development, people think that secondary and primary teachers are just using any sort of textbooks. Well, alhamdulillah, there is a regulatory agency which is saddled with that responsibility. And alhamdulillah, DBC, as you are here, even ongoing, please, we need to relate further with NERDC. Yes, whoever will be coming with the Vice Chancellor, inshallah, I will try and scribble something on my handing over notes for him to take the relationship to the next level. We just shouldn't be lying in silo or working in isolation. There is the need for the collaboration. And we are churning out a good number of students every year. And there is a need for us to interact, to relate with agencies such as yours. And inshallah, as I mentioned, I will try and scribble something in my handing over notes for the relationship to be taken to the next level, so that we continue to benefit from each other. I want to use the opportunity to thank you once again for finding us worthy of this visit, and I want to assure you that inshallah, even if it is on personal level, I will visit you in Abuja in your office. Inshallah. Yes. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you.
It's going to be any other She has served as a resource person for curriculum review, Islamic studies.